Where are the men? Where are the men at? What's going on, men? Giving a great shout out to the YouTube family from Papa JT down to baby brother Justice. We love you, and there is nothing you can do about it. Where are the men, and why the real men ain't standing up? And like we say, everything always go back to the beginning. Long as Adam was out there doing what God told him, he had nothing to worry about. But ever since the fall in the garden, men have failed ever since. Women has been running ever since then. God instructed Adam on everything to do. So when Adam broke the relationship between man and God, pretty much it's been a fall ever since. Why did you listen at the woman, Adam? Instead of listening at God, he listened. Might well say he listened to the devil, because the devil caused all this confusion. And I want to title this video, "What's Going On, Men?" Where y'all at? And as we was going through our class this morning on the measure of a man, it's sad that you can't get hardly a room full of men, no way. And as my pastor always asks questions, and a guy asked me this yesterday, I also say, where are the men? And I'm probably going to make a lot of men mad in this video, but not on purpose, but to tell the truth. Nothing against you, man. Love you. I don't care what color you are. But men have fallen. Women are doing more and more while they are outdoing the men. But not all men have fallen down. Not all men. And the questions say, where are all the men? Now this is just JT. This is JT talking. This is self. I'm not going into the Bible right now in this video. What has happened to the men? I say it like this. Most men are doing what they want to do. Most men have fell down and ain't trying to get back up. So that makes the woman have to take over anyway. When you look inside of the church, women are running the church. Women are outnumbering men, period, and everything. Who's going to college more than women? Now, where's the men at JT? On the corner, selling dope, living the thug life, pimping. What the rest of them at? In the penitentiary. What the rest of them at? Dead. What the rest of them at? Well, they done turned into homosexuals. Homosexuality has taken over. That's where the men are at. The other ones at home looking at the games and scratching their ass. Let me say it just like that. ESPN that became a lot of men guys. It's all about sports, drinking, partying, fornicating. That's where the men are at. And preachers get in the pulpit and dog men out for not coming to church. But as y'all know, I'm going to tell both sides. I'm going to tell both sides. Because everybody in church ain't moving forward. And everybody in church ain't fun to be in. You got a lot of boring churches. And you got a lot of boring preachers. Most men going to stay at home because majority of the churches are boring anyway. They traditional, old-fashioned. And you want to draw people in, well, you're not going to draw them in like that. Most men have been turned away from the house of God. And the ones that's pretty much sitting in there, not all of them though, but got problems. You got messed up deacons, messed up preachers, messed up musicians. So where are the real men? I'm telling you where they are. That's what I said in my old video. Women can put aside their differences. They can't even stand each other, but they'll put aside their differences and still come together and finish what needs to be done. A lot of folks got mad at me when I did that video when I said, you want to get anything done? Call the women. Because I heard more and more men complaining, but men ain't standing up doing nothing but complaining. What else choice do the women have, fellas? Especially if you done left the woman all alone. I know some men right now said I should have never left my woman, man. She was good for me, and I dogged her out. I did this to her, and I can't get her back. So you got to be careful who you step on, because you might need them again in life. So old saying, you never burn a bridge you might have to cross over again. And we look at what's going on with men now. That's why I said, and it's sad to be a musician, to speak about stuff like this, because homosexuality is all over the music department. And I'm not sitting here bashing on homosexuality, because there is all kind of sins in the church. All kind of sins in the church. Sin is sin. But when we tie it in with music ministry, it's all over the churches. It's all over the big time celebrities and fields. Men have fallen. God put us in charge to be leaders the way he wanted us to lead, and we are not leading like God say lead, but not all men. All men ain't bad. All women ain't bad. There are some good people out here. All churches ain't bad. All preachers ain't bad. But I'm talking to the ones who's doing this stuff. I pray for them as well. I pray for them as well, because it's so much going on with men. And I'm just applying this video with men. Where are the men? That's where they are. They either gay, locked up, or on the strip, on the block, selling dope, pimping, thugging, or they already dead and gone. So many beautiful women are raising children by themselves because they done lost their man to the streets. They done lost him to the penitentiary. They done lost him to the thug life. He's gone and never returning. Now you got to train your child up in the way he should go. And that's going to be extra hard. God made it for us to have balance. That's why he created man and woman, not man and man. It was a reason why God had a husband and wife. And when you bring up children, the Bible says train them up in the way they should go, that when they get old, they shall not depart from it. But you can't train them up if you ain't been trained yourself. And you sure can't train them up if you got men with men trying to train a young boy up how to become a man. That's confusion all the way. What are we doing, man? What are we really doing? And just believe God is so angry at man right now. Mankind, period. But he is really looking hard at us, men. We have forgotten how to get back to where we need to be. That's what I loved about Boaz. Boaz means strength. I love the story on Ruth and Boaz. I wish more and more people could be like that. But we living in our days time where everything goes. I'm talking about all sin. We have made church a comfortable place for sin. The Bible taught us how to be leaders. Christ showed us example how to be a great servant. Don't be nothing higher than a servant. And how to encourage one another. And it's sad, I'm going to do a video like this and I know somebody going to have a problem with it because I'm talking about what's done happened to men and how men have fallen. Men got more excuses than, I always say it like this, you got more excuses than a nigga going to jail. When you know you're wrong, you're wrong. You have fallen, you can get back up again. So many men got so many ego problems. I see this in many churches, how they talk bad about the women, but where are the men? How many women right now go to church by themselves? And if they got a man, he stays at home. I said this a while back. Oh, it's a beautiful thing when you marry. And I said it's a beautiful thing when that husband gets up and he say, baby, we all going to church this morning. But then you got the woman saying, I'm going to go to church without you. If you ain't going, fine. You ain't going to stop me from going. We separated. Oh, how beautiful it is when the man as the leader say, we all going to church. Let's get ready. But we all know church ain't what that is also. Got a lot of jacked up churches. And the reason I'm saying is because more people I talk to have been turned away from the church because of the way the church is. You got to get these houses of God cleaned up while you're trying to invite folks in. You can't do that. People are tired of going to church, seeing all the mess in the church, and then you want to preach on them why they ain't coming to church. That's why I tell the truth. I ain't mad at folks for staying home nowadays. I understand. I have been there myself. But I got a job to do. I'm a minister of music. I would just be blunt when I say this. I think if I wasn't a minister of music, I wouldn't be going to church as much as I do. Because I don't have to go to church to serve the Lord. When I look at church, I go past a building. The real ministry is out here in my neighborhood, around these places. Real people under bridges, real people struggling, real people need prayer, real people need food to eat. I was just writing my cousin in the pen, and he knocked a tear out of my eye because his letter was so sad. And he was just telling me in his letter how he just watched 2 guards get killed. He told me in his letter how he watched the dude in the next cell from him get raped. He said, this ain't no place for me. And he said, cuz I got to get the hell out of here. I can't take it no more. What I'm seeing with my own eyes. The penitentiary is filled with men. Most women getting degrees and most men getting more time in prison. And more kids are being born out of wedlock. I know it's sad to talk about this stuff. It hurts to talk about this stuff because this is what's going on, even though people don't want to tell the truth about it. Women are leading now. Did y'all hear Papa JT in his old video? I mean, the video he just done on Nigga Please, he was hitting on some of this stuff. But I'm not going to go into detail with Pop video because I want you to check it out for yourself. And I know people ain't going to agree with what he was saying in that video because men don't want to hear when they need to be checked. Well, as Christian folks, you're supposed to be checked. You should have no problem with somebody telling you wrong when you know you're wrong in the first place. I ain't got no problem with nobody telling me I'm wrong. I love everybody. I don't see no color. I don't care if you're black, red, Hispanic, Vietnamese, Payamtamese, whatever. I'm making up names. I don't care. I'm just saying that because I don't care about a color, no race, no nothing. God is not a respecter person. God don't see color. JT don't either. God loves us. God created us. If God was so concerned about color, he would have made us all one color, I believe. But that go to show he didn't care about color. He didn't care about religion. And he showed didn't care about man-made tradition. We are all divided up. Men, step up. Take back what you need to take back. In the name of the Lord. Do it in the will of the Father. That's the only way to do it. Stop making up all these excuses and then crying and complaining and getting mad at everybody else when you're not doing nothing yourself. More men can't stand each other. And it sickens my heart to see another man going after another man. It hurts my heart to see another woman going after another woman. It hurts my heart to see the church fall down like it's falling. It hurts my heart to see preachers versus preachers. It hurt my heart to see everybody that's doing this stuff sit back and say it's okay. And we want to pray for healing. We want to pray for blessings. We want to pray for this, pray for that, but we are not trying to bless God. If we would start living for God instead of living against God, what kind of life would we live right now? This ain't no game. Men, where are we? What are we doing? But to the ones who are doing the will of the Father, God bless you. Keep teaching others. But we have more men doing wrong than more men doing right. Now, all of us got some wrong in us. All of us got shortcomings. But it's easy to see what's going on and what's not going on. We got to step back in line, man. How you going to lead if you're not doing nothing to lead? How you expect a woman to get better when you're not getting better? I believe a lot of women don't have a problem with letting the man lead, but the man ain't trying to lead. What's wrong with this picture? We backwards. That's why I always say everything goes back to the garden. Adam didn't have nothing to worry about. God told him everything. You can't blame it on Eve. Adam already knew what to do ahead of time. He told Adam what to do and what not to do. But most people blame it on Eve. I say it started with Adam. God had Adam out there and Adam was in control. I like to say Adam was in control of everything and he didn't have nothing to worry about. He didn't even have to worry about no job. Uh-oh. All he had to do was do right. God gave him a beautiful woman. Instead of listening to God, he listened to the serpent. After she was so-called beguiled by him. Go to show you the power of a woman, fellas. And ever since day one, every man pretty much that has failed and behind drugs and sex and money, a woman was their downfall also. And I'm not down in women, just telling the truth. Women got more power than you think they do. That power is in between their legs down there. Y'all know it, even though you might not want to agree with it. I'm going to say it like my neighbor used to say, that old monkey down there make you lose your mind. And with that being said, I'm out on that. Stand up, men.